There's a word they call us now Native Americans, which is a generic term I never liked. We are older than America, so how can we be Native than something we are older than?
My name is Charlie Hill. Hill, that's the family name. Used to be Mountain, but I shortened it. You know, showbiz, you get that little edge. I had a heckler last time I did a show. I'm on stage, and he goes, I don't want to hear that crap, Indian. I'm an American. Why don't you go back where you came from? So I camped in his backyard. We're doing pretty good with our casino smoke. Someday we're going to buy our land back. From the Japanese.
I got a lot of material in the early days from the Lone Ranger in Tonto. We grew up on it, and but he was reduced to going, Kimosabe. And the Lone Ranger would always send him into a bar, and like all Indians, he'd go into a white redneck bar in full regalia and get his ass kicked. But he called, Tonto was the word Tonto. It means stupid or fool. And he called the Ranger Kimosabe. It means he doesn't know. So he doesn't know and stupid. Rode the plains for years.
White folks, you wouldn't even be here wasn't for Indian people. They wouldn't even be in America wasn't for us. You know, this is with stupid Europe Junior. And you came to this country, and we taught you how to survive. We taught you about democracy. We taught you how to fight the British so you could be free. Hide behind the trees! So come to us now. We can fix this country, all the problems it has. We can fix it because we have the owner's manual. Everything you're going through now, we've survived it already. We have the economy. What economy, you know? The war on terrorism. Hell, we've been fighting terrorism since 1492. We've only had metal detectors on Plymouth Rock. That shit would have been nipped right in the bud.
Richard Pryor I met in 1976, and I remember seeing him on stage, and I thought, oh, wow, Richard Pryor. So when I met Pryor, he gives me his phone number, and I thought, oh, here we go again. But Richard, he called me up, and he took me to the movies. He says, you talk to these white people like they're dogs. We got to get together, motherfucker. And I could tell he was a family man. You know, he brought up his mother. It's like, wow. And every time I saw him, he had time for me, and he put me on his show, and that's how I got my start. And I was 26 years old, and I was thrilled. And I remember calling up my mom. I said, Mom, I'm finally going to be on TV. I'm going to be on the Richard Pryor show. And there was a pause, and she goes, ain't that a shame what happened to Elvis? They wanted him to dress like Custer, introduce me, and then fall down and have all these arrows in his back. And he wouldn't do that. Right to the last minute, he was still fighting for me. But by then, they already had the scenery set up for me. So to this day, I'm the only comedian to ever come on stage from out behind a rock. You know?
Just having a mirage here on the desert, thought I saw TV cameras in front of me. I'd like to introduce now a new talent, Indian brother, Iroquois Nation, Mr. Charlie Hill. Please welcome him.
Pilgrims came to this land 400 years ago as illegal aliens. You know, we used to call them whitebacks. You know, they started unloading the boats, building houses, you know, on the East Coast. First thing we asked, you guys gonna stay the night? Then they just burn you up when people come over and they never leave. Yeah, we'll leave after Thanksgiving, you know. You know, people celebrate that every year, Thanksgiving. You have a lot of holidays. This is Indians' country. There's no Indian holidays. There's Thanksgiving, Columbus Day, and everything. Oh, no, there's one holiday we do celebrate with white people. It's Halloween. Every year we dress up like white people, see? And we go door to door and we get anything we want, you know? Trick or treaty.
Power of the spirit, too, you know. That's African Americans. They're living proof, too. You can't extinguish the human spirit. And they brought us the blues. They taught us, you know. It's just like our stuff. You know, I met a guy before the show. He's really proud of his heritage. He says, Charlie, you know, my great-great-grandfather was African American and Native American. I'm thinking, that poor bastard, they not only stole his land, they made him work on it for free. You know?
Declaration of Independence, the phrase savage Indian is written in it like 3 or 4 different times, and nobody's ever changed it or addressed it or anything.
I'm in Oneida, and I'm from Wisconsin. That's where my people are from. We used to be from New York. I had a little real estate problem. Take my land, please.